If you just watched the previous video, you might have tried something very simple. You woke up and didn't pick up your phone. No scrolling, no checking anything. Just sitting there, in silence, in a very real morning. No notifications, no noise. And then a space appears, a strange feeling, but clear. And in that moment, a question arises. Now, what should I do? Not to find an answer right away, but to begin listening to yourself. That is the exact moment where most people fail, not because they lack discipline, and not because they don't have enough determination, but because they don't have a plan. They try to quit a bad habit, like grabbing their phone the moment they wake up. But then, nothing replaces it. No new action, no clear direction. And so, a gap appears. And your brain hates gaps. It doesn't like prolonged silence. It doesn't like doing nothing. So it starts pulling you back to your phone, back to mindless scrolling, back to quick and easy dopamine, back to the old life you once wanted to escape, and you think you failed. But in reality, you were just missing one step of preparation. If you've ever been in that moment, when you sit there not knowing what to do next, comment one word, empty. But there's a secret, a very simple formula that can fill that 60 minutes. Not random, not based on mood, but structured, with a clear purpose and a system that guides you step by step. You don't need to overthink, just follow it. And the interesting part is, when you do it right, those 60 minutes that once felt empty become the most valuable 60 minutes of your day, where you don't just start your day, you take control of it. Before I share the formula, you need to understand one important thing. You don't have to change your entire life in a single day. You also don't need to become a perfect version of yourself overnight. You just need to take back the first 60 minutes, the 60 minutes you used to unconsciously give away to your phone, to social media, to things that don't really matter. Because the morning isn't just a beginning, it's the foundation. If you can control your morning, you can control how your day unfolds. You'll be more proactive, more focused, more clear. And if you can control each day, one day at a time, you'll gradually take control of your life. The 60-minute secret, a very simple formula, but incredibly effective. It's divided into 3 parts, 20 minutes each, clear, easy to follow. And most importantly, each part serves a different purpose. No overlap, no randomness. Everything has a reason. When you put all 3 parts together, it's no longer just a few scattered habits. It becomes a complete system, a system that helps you start your day with intention, focus, and clarity, so you can level yourself up day by day. The first 20 minutes belong to your body. When you wake up, your body is still asleep. Blood flow is slow. Your brain isn't fully active. Energy is low. And if you stay in that state, you'll carry it through your entire morning. So the first thing you must do is move, not a slow walk, not light stretching, but intentional movement. Run, jump rope, push-ups, squats, anything. That gets your heart rate up. Just 20 minutes, but enough to wake up your entire system. What are you going to start with? Running, push-ups, or jump rope? Comment one word below. Why does this matter? Because in those 20 minutes, your body does 3 extremely important things. Boosts your energy, activates your brain, releases built-up stress. You're not just waking up physically, you're waking up mentally. But there's something even more important that very few people talk about. When you move at 5 a.m., when everything outside is still quiet, when most people are still asleep, you start to feel something different. a very clear feeling. You're doing what most people aren't. And that feeling, it doesn't just stay in your body, it goes straight into how you see yourself. You're no longer someone who just wants to change, no longer someone who only thinks or plans. You become someone who takes action, who is disciplined, who is moving forward. And from that moment, you're not just changing your morning, you're starting to change who you are. But just the body alone is not enough. You can be full of energy, but if your mind is still unclear, you'll still drift. Because after waking up your body, the next thing you need is to wake up your mind. The next 20 minutes belong to your mind. This is when you sit down. No phone, no social media, no news. Just you and your thoughts. No distractions, no pulling away. You can do 3 simple things. Read, write, or sit still. Read things that help you grow. Ideas that make your thinking clearer. Not content for entertainment or killing time. Write what you're grateful for, what you truly want, and what you will do today. Write to clarify, write to commit, or just sit still. Slow your breathing. Observe your thoughts passing by. No judgment, because what's really happening here is you're starting your day by shaping your own thoughts. Instead of letting notifications, news, or other people shape them for you, and when your thinking is clear, your actions become clear. You get pulled by emotions less. You react less on impulse, and that changes the way you live your entire day. But there's still one more part, the most important one. You can have energy, you can have a clear mind, but without the right action, everything stays as potential. And this final part is where everything starts to turn into results. The last 20 minutes belong to your future. This isn't random learning, not opening just any video and watching it through. This is purposeful learning. One skill, nothing more. Ask yourself, if I could get better at one thing in the next 12 months, what would it be? It could be communication, a new language, a professional skill, anything that can upgrade your life. And then every day, you spend 20 minutes on it. Learn, practice, fail, adjust. No need to be perfect. Just be consistent. 20 minutes sounds small, maybe even too small to make a big difference right away. But here's the point. You do it every day. No skipping, no procrastinating. And when you add it up, 20 minutes a day for 1 year, that's over 120 hours. 120 hours focused on a single skill. No distractions, no half learning, just one direction. And that's when things begin to change. You're no longer standing still, no longer stuck in the same place. You move forward, little by little. But given enough time, it creates a massive gap. And then one day, you look back and realize, you didn't just improve a skill, you changed your future. If you're still here, comment 1. And when you put all 3 together, move, reflect, grow. They're no longer separate pieces. They become a complete system. You start by waking up your body, then you clear your mind, and finally, you build your future. 3 steps. Clear, purposeful. You're no longer waking up randomly, no longer letting the day pass unconsciously. You take control from the very first minute, and when you do that every day, you're not just starting your day, you're upgrading yourself day by day. But here's the truth. Most people won't do it. Not because they can't, not because it's too hard, but because they don't start. They wait for the perfect moment, and then they never begin. So, here's what I want you to do. Not next week, not when you feel motivated, but tomorrow. Set your alarm for 5 o'clock. Prepare in advance what you'll train, what you'll read, what you'll learn. Don't overthink. Don't wait for inspiration. Just start. But remember one important thing. The hardest part isn't day 1. It's day 7, day 14, day 30. The days when you feel like quitting, and in the next video, I'll show you why 90 days is the number that changes everything and what really happens when you decide not to quit.